for my critical friend project, I chose my partner teacher who teaches ELA. Um, and I chose to observe her while she had my homeroom. My homeroom tends to be a pretty tough class, especially in the afternoon. And so I was going in, um, sure, looking at her lesson, but really looking more at her management style. Um, and seeing what she does. Does she do something different for me to improve as a teacher? Or is there something that I do that might help improve the situation of our kids, especially on the carpet? And so what I observed was amazing. And so when we had our time of feedback and reflection, I would say that my reflection um, was very positive. Um, it was very detailed in the type of positive feedback. It wasn't just saying, wow, what a great lesson, but I gave very good details that I think that we don't get to hear often as teachers. Um, and I think it's also positive that both of us have the same management style and the same tactics so that the kids don't have to worry about how to behave from one class to the other based on the teacher's personality. And so our personalities are very different, but our management is the same. And so kids know exactly what to expect behavior wise from both of us. And so that's never a question. And they're not going to get something different from one teacher to the other. Um, I would say, though, after watching my video of our feedback interaction, I did most of the talking. And from what I understand in Critical Friends is it's more of a collaboration. And I think that what would have made maybe this conversation even a little different was if she came and observed me, and then we both gave each other feedback. In fact, at the end, after I had turned off the camera, she said, "Actually, I'd really like to come observe you." And I think that that's where true peer feedback happens, informing that culture of collaboration. So for me, even though I gave very positive feedback with only very few suggestions, it didn't feel very collaborative. Um, I think that I need to work on my questioning to help her also reflect and come up with her own maybe possible solutions. One thing that happened, it was off camera, um, was that I gave her the suggestion that I gave in the video. I gave to her before we videoed because I didn't want her to be surprised or shocked. And so we actually went through that feedback form before I ever turned the camera on. And she said, well, the reason I did that and the reason I actually was engaged more with those lower babies is because um, I wanted to make sure that they could do it because I did want to call on them because I felt that this was entry level for them. And so she said that it was actually more planned, where for me, I was only seeing her go to the same kids. And so she gave more of an explanation. But she also said that that was pretty good advice and that she probably should um, hone in on some of just to see what other perspectives are happening that she might not hear out in those situations. But because it was word study, it wasn't like idea based or even true deep thinking. She said that she felt it was okay to stay within that population. And so I wish that we had that you saw that on the tape, but really I feel like in that video I did most of the talking, and honestly I don't know if that's what it's truly supposed to look like. And so as we're going into this next project, I really would like to focus on my questioning, so that the teacher has some self reflection and is coming to the same conclusions that would maybe give me more of a in of things that they'd like to improve on, to offer some suggestions, um, and feedback on how to go forward to the next step. So anyway, this was a lot of fun. Enjoyed this assignment. Loved being able to work with my friend.